Welcome to Dr. Katina Talks, the podcast where we explore the journey to a more fulfilling, balanced, and meaningful life. I'm your host, Dr. Katina. I'm here to share stories and insights that remind you of who you are, where you are, and what's still possible. Earlier this week, I was sitting in my office between clients and thinking back to a time when my daughter was about 6 years old. We had this little yellow box car we called Birdie. It looked like a clown car, actually. It was small, it was bright, and full of personality. On weekends, we'd load her pink bike into the back and drive the short distance to her elementary school parking lot that was usually empty and a prime location for learning to ride a bike. We were living in England at this time, and for those of you who are curious to know, yes, England is dreary and cloudy most days, but we never allowed the weather to keep us in the house. This day was like most during the season: cool, the air was crisp, and the sun sat behind soft gray clouds. My husband did most of the teaching when it came to helping our daughter ride her bike, but Mama Bear was not far behind, cheering and offering an opinion. We dress her in her helmet, knee pads, elbow pads, and get her settled on the bike. When she still had her training wheels on her bike, she rode with confidence. And then, when the training wheels were lifted, she wobbled a bit until we knew it was time to take them off. I can still see her small and determined, gripping those handlebars tight, eyes gazing around, and she would often look at her feet as if she needed confirmation that she was really pedaling. Each time she looked down at the pedals, she'd start to wobble. If she turned to see if I was still looking at her progress and cheering her on, she'd drift. And when she glanced behind her at her dad waiting to catch her if she fell, she'd lose balance completely. I remember calling out, "Dee, look ahead of you. Wherever your head goes, your body's going to follow." And when she finally lifted her eyes, something shifted. She steadied herself. The bike straightened out. She found her flow. And she would ride with the wind in her face, straight at first, and then in a circle, because her attention shifted to everything around her, and then back to her feet. And that is when she would lose balance and fall off the bike, or should I say, into her father, who was in arm's reach to catch her. That moment stayed with me. Life is no different. Where you look is where you'll go. When your attention is on what's behind you, what you lost, who hurt you, what didn't go as planned, you slow yourself down. When your focus is on what's around you, what others are doing, how far they've gone, you drift off course. And when you stare down at what's wrong, your mistakes, your fears, your insecurities, you lose your balance. But when you look ahead, your life starts to move in that direction. I see it often. People try to move forward while their gaze is turned somewhere else, looking down in worry, looking back in regret, looking sideways in comparison, and all the while wondering why they feel unsteady. The truth is, we move toward what we fix our eyes on. If you keep watching what hurts, you'll keep living inside the hurt. If you focus on what's gone, you'll miss what's growing. And if you stay distracted by what others have, you'll forget the path that was written for you. So ask yourself, where am I looking? As usual, I have 5 takeaways for you. 1, your focus determines your flow. Whatever holds your attention shapes the direction of your life. If you give your energy to what's missing, you'll live in lack. If you give it to what's possible, you'll start to move with purpose. Be careful what you stare at. It grows. Shift your focus to what restores you, not what drains you. 2, you can't move forward while looking backward. The past is a teacher, not a home. Every time you look back to replay it, you lose sight of what's opening in front of you. There's wisdom in remembering, but freedom in releasing. Let the past be a lesson, not a location. 3. Comparison clouds your vision. You lose clarity when your eyes are on someone else's path. Their story isn't your story. Their timing isn't your timing. Comparison breeds confusion. It makes you question what's already working in your life. Your rhythm is enough. Stay with it. 4. Every wobble teaches balance. Falling doesn't mean you fail. It means you learn something about your center. Each time you lose balance, life is showing you where you still need strength or rest. Pay attention to what the fall reveals. The wobble isn't punishment, it's refinement. 5. The path isn't perfect, but it's yours. Stop waiting for smooth roads. The beauty is in the uneven places, the curves, the spaces where you still have to trust. What's meant for you doesn't require you to be flawless. It requires you to keep showing up. Keep your eyes forward. Keep your heart steady. You'll find your way. When I think back to that day in England, I can still see her, small, determined, and brave. The pink helmet, the streamers blowing in the breeze, the laughter when she finally caught her balance. She didn't need perfection. She needed direction. And maybe that's what you need too. To stop waiting until it feels easy. To stop staring at what was. To stop being distracted by what isn't yours. Lift your eyes. Look ahead. That's where peace is. That's where growth begins. That's where you're going. Thank you for listening to Dr. Katina Talks. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs the reminder to look ahead. And if you haven't already, follow the podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you would like to dive deeper, visit my website at drkatinatalks.com to download the free journal prompts. They will only remain on the website and free until the end of this season. And then I have a surprise for you. Until next time, keep your head up, your eyes forward, and your heart open. Bye for now.